as a storm moves in Dallas right now. Nothing compares to the storm that just happened over there in Chicago. My lord.
Well, that happened. Week 3. Yeah, it was a laugher. Unless you're Jerry Jones, if you see on my Twitter page, that look Jerry had said it all. I put it on the group chat. The Cowboys are now 0-3 in their last 3 week 3 games.
I can't actually believe that's a stat.
That's a stat for me. Hey, I had nothing but time this Saturday. So, also, Dak now 0-2.
They keep up their streak of not playing good in Chicago.
Yeah, Dak now 0-2 in Chicago. The Cowboys now 4-10 in Chicago since 1990. As I said before, the Cowboys have now lost 3 straight games on week 3, the last 3 seasons. A little bit of news for you right here, unbearable stats. Right here. Last week, the Chicago Bears gave up 52 points. They had no takeaways and no sacks. Today, they only allowed 14 points, 4 takeaways, and 2 sacks. Tonight. This afternoon, this evening, whatever you want to call it. That's how long it was. Cowboys get beat down 31-14. It's your co-host along with your other host. I'm Kendrick, along with your boy Walt Cheers, Big Cheers up in Urban, where the storms are raging. Not as much as they're raging over the star in Frisco, as the Cowboys just get beat down straight as hey, listen. As they always say, the gift that keeps on giving. Walt Shotty got his first win, and it was so good he decided to give it off to Ben Johnson, who got his first win of the season today off the Dallas Cowboys. The gift that keeps on giving, right there. I got some quotes on Twitter for you. You know, after Cowboys devastating loss, I love to get on the X machine, on the Twitter machine, and read these. Sean Sharif, guy said, I can't believe this guy was this wide open. He's got a two picture of the touchdown where the guy was literally nobody was around him in the middle of the end zone. Jeff Kavanaugh is already on Team Tank. He's got the Team Tank thing going. He's ready for Team Tank. Mike Ducey said last week, a career day for Russell Wilson. Today, the same for Caleb Williams. The Cowboys defense helps young and old quarterbacks alike. So Mike Ducey in on it. Oh, go ahead.
Jerry Jones said he fully believes the Cowboys are a playoff team.
Okay, good news on that. How old is Jerry Jones? He's 89? He's 89 years old. Yeah, how old he is? Yeah, somebody check that guy. See if he's all right. Kevin Gray said this Cowboy team is Kevin Gray doesn't believe so. Kevin Gray said this Cowboy team is a bad football team. What an embarrassment day. He also said Caleb Williams, 239 yards passing and 3 touchdowns in the first half. This Cowboy defense is soft as Sherman. Sean Sharif, it's time to see how stern he can be. We better not hear or see a little more reality in this presser and throughout the week. Replying to Shotty, he was kind of complimentary of his defense earlier this week. Ed Rorter, the Cowboys look like one of the worst teams in the league against a winless opponent and have made an unproven quarterback look like Dan Marino in the process. That's Ed Rorter. That's these guys here. Our sister, Complete Shams. She got in on. I want to give shout out to her. She said the Cowboys versus Packers are finna be unbearable to watch. Kevin Gray also tweeted out, honestly, the Cowboys should be 0-3. And then he got Texas Sullivan said we could be easily 0-3. Kevin Gray said we should be 0-3. Joey Epstein. Tom Brady didn't explicitly mention here that Matt Eberflus was the last Bears head coach who drafted Caleb Williams. But Brady did say Matt Eberflus for Dallas, he's just looking for answers. over there. Not rushing well, not covering well, not going their way on defense. That's somebody else. Aubrey SDN says, I don't even want to know what this guy has dialed up for us for next week. That's the Packers head coach and Caleb Love. Somebody has a picture of Jared Jones in the suite looking like somebody done stole all his money. And then we got one more here, Walt. From DLS Cowboys. How cooked are we? It's got George Pickens having a fit after he dropped that pass, which led to an interception. And there we have it, Walt Chisholm. Cowboys Twitter right there. How you doing this evening?
Not too well, Kendrick. I had called for a Joe Milton appearance, but not like this. I had said we were going to see Joe Milton. I did call this Joe Milton appearance, but I didn't know it was coming in. It was coming like this.
Hey, ask and seek and you shall find. Ask and you shall have. Knock and the door shall be open. Yeah. It is Sunday. Man, this was this was a booty fest right here. Complete booty fest. Cowboys defense. I mean, they was running flea flickers, reverses, double reverses for passes. I mean, it became a little of a joke right there. Ben Johnson just showing the whole repertoire. Kind of reminded me of that Detroit Lions game when he was offensive coordinator last season, when they were just throwing out every trick play they could, and the Dallas Cowboys defense had no answer for it. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys defense, let's just face the fact, it's one of the worst units in the NFL, if not the worst unit in the NFL. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. Caleb Williams ain't looked this good since he was in college. They interview him now, boy. He's got the hype train on. He said we made it. Caleb Williams said we made a statement today. I don't know how much a statement made to the Cowboys. So
yeah, we can leave Eber dumbass in Chicago too. Don't bring him back to Dallas. Leave him in Chicago where you found him at. Don't bring him back to Dallas. If you could, please.
Yeah, my compadre Walt Chisholm was not a fan of Mac Eberflus today or his defense. We said 30
when he got here.
37 points last week. Okay, well, he wasn't a fan at all. 37 points last week, 31 points by the defense getting up today. It could have been more. Cowboys could have either put up 40, but they kind of took the brakes off of it. But yeah, man, all phases it puts pressure on the offense, and then the offense has their struggles.
Dead on arrival.
It showed up dead on arrival. It showed up dead on arrival since the season started. I said the Cowboys are going to have to put up 30-something points a game to be competitive. Unfortunately, the Cowboys offense only put up 14, putting up 14 in the first half and got shut out in the second half. Dak Prescott
didn't score a damn point. Not one damn point.
Dak Prescott with 2 interceptions. One was not his fault. One bounced off the hands with George Pickens. The other one was a bad throw. Got red. Two of the linebacker, I don't know, number 49 had 2 interceptions. When the last time you see that linebacker have multiple interceptions in the game? But it was all around a bad performance. And make insult to injury, CeeDee Lamb done early in this game was perceived to be an ankle sprain. Looked like to me the way that ankle bended, he's going to be out.
Do you think he would have played? It would have made a difference.
I think not defensively. I think they kind of could have put up more points offensively. I think they could at least offensively. Because let me tell you.
At what point in the game do you say that if CD was there, they could have put more points on the board? Just at what point? Because
when they started throwing to Ryan Flournoy and assist Sham's cousin, and that big bunch of bags, you see the drop off. Listen, our boy Jay Ferguson, he had 13 catches today. He had so many catches, he barely could get off the field. I mean, he basically almost fell out over he's getting so much run today. So that's how it kind of went for the Cowboys today. Not a good offensive performance. Damn sure what a terrible defensive performance. and it leaves a lot of more questions than answers. Um, as we go into week 4 on a Sunday night against a very pissed off Packer team. Jordan Love.
I talked about this the other day. I talked about this earlier.
Yeah. Here we go, folks. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna build you up. I'm gonna build you up on this. Wait a minute, folks. Wait till you hear this right here. I mean, the ultimate Cowboy fan. Let me see how he pulls this out of his behind. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's gonna be so disgusting is that they're gonna lose this game, and then next week, some way, somehow, they're gonna beat the Packers, and you're gonna be like, how? How did this happen? It makes no sense. It doesn't even add up. Even though the Packers lost today to the Cleveland Browns, a team with a good defense, they're gonna come out next week and somehow beat the Packers, and you're gonna be like, what happened to the team last week?
I'm gonna say something I said last week. Actually, did last week when Caleb Love, when the Bears lost to the Lions 52-20 something, and I said Caleb Love saying right on. Well, Jordan Love gonna be looking at this defense saying right on time. If you're struggling, give us the Cowboys defense. It's right on time. Listen, for the Cowboys to win that game, defense is going to have to get several turnovers. They're going to have to score 40 points in that game. Anything can happen, but as bad as that defense been the last 2 weeks, I mean, my God, they got ran over. Guys were running wide open all over the field. This is the Bears, and like the Bears are this high-powered offense, and I just don't see it. I'm gonna agree with Kevin Gray. This is a bad football team. Listen. I applaud Walt for being an advocate and a very much optimistic point. But I said it like I said. I think this Cowboy team, this looks like a 5-win football team right here, unless they can figure out something.
In the years we've been covering and watching the Cowboys growing up, the Cowboys win games they're supposed to lose and lose games they're supposed to win.
That's true. That's true, but not with a historically bad defense. And trust me, this is a historically bad defense.
It don't even matter
right here. Okay. Just next week, they're
gonna put up so many points. It's gonna be like it's not gonna matter.
They'll put up so many points. 14 this week. Put up so many points. Okay.
All right.
Well, CD, the best offensive weapons I played. Okay. All right. Hey, listen. Hey, from your mouth to God's ears, you pray about it. Anything can happen. I'm pretty sure Jared's praying about it right now. My good, what a stinker. I mean, what a stinker this was. I mean, listen, the Cowboys, the open possession, the Cowboys defense looked all world. They had a quick 3 and out, but after then, it looked like the same Cowboy defense. I mean, just big plays all over the place. We talked about it. What was the number one I put up here in the first half? 32, 35, 41, and 29. Those are all the big plays that they hit in the first half. I mean, it wasn't like they were just going it down the field little by little. They were hitting big chunk plays. In the second half, it was demoralizing, especially on that in that third quarter. They were just driving it right down our throats. I mean, just driving in to hit the 4th down play to make it 31. That was a long time consuming drive, and that just broke the Cowboys' spirits. We had a couple of injuries. Trayvon Diggs, he looked like he assed out. He got injured. Kenny Clark, like he got injured out there. So a lot of injuries we'll find out about during the week, or maybe doing some pressures. But other than that, another week 3 stinker. Cowboys now 1-2. Sunday night football. The lights will be bright. 2 teams coming off losses. Cowboys and the Packers. Should be fun. For some reason, maybe it's gonna be entertaining. I'll say that. It may not be fun, but it's gonna be entertaining ratings. So the Cowboys do have that. But yeah, that's where we at, man. And just yeah, man, just a bad performance. I don't get it. I don't get it. Listen, I understand the defense being bad, but like I said, CD going out hurts. But the Cowboys did drive the ball. They were inside. They did drive the ball, get inside of 20, but numerous turnovers on the goal line. You can't have that. You can't have penalties, which they got on some big plays. The offensive line was not good. Terrence Steele was god awful. Both tackles were god awful. Terrence Steele and Tyler Guyton were getting beat like somebody owed them money, like they owed somebody money. Terrence Steele's soft as Sharman. Tyler Guyton looked like he didn't get out the blocks a couple times where guys just running right past him. They got to clean that up out there. So, like I said before, with CeeDee Lamb with that injury, I don't know how long, but it didn't look good. I don't expect him to play on Sunday night. That looked like a 3 or 4 weeker right there because his ankle literally bent as his body was still going upward. His ankle bent.
I don't blame you, LeVar. Don't blame me at all.
LeVar, you slept well. Unfortunately,
the Cowboys sleep. The Cowboys defense was sleeping too.
Yeah, they would sleep. They would sleep start the game. They was up there snoring. Yeah. But yeah, don't know how bad that injury is. It looks like a 3 to 4 weeker. Right there. That ankle really bent bad in a wrong place. He tried to give it a go on that one play, but he looked over there. He couldn't even cut off of it. So that ankle swelled up. I have to see if the swelling goes down. They'll do an MRI to see what the damage is on there. Hopefully it's not nothing major, but I believe it is. But that's insult to injury. So there goes your best offensive weapon. So it looked like you have to have more from Carl Pickens, who dropped a pass that led to an interception today. So see more Jay Fergie. Listen.
I wish you could get his name right. His name is George Pickens.
Well, where he played today, where he played today, I call him John Pickens. Listen, George Pickens didn't have a very great game. Kind of went in crash mode on the sidelines. Can't have that. He's going to be counted on. Jake Ferguson, he's going to be counted on. They got to rely more on the running game. I mean, inside the line, inside the 5, you got to go more to the running game. That interception by Dak Prescott, inexcusable. You got Javonte Williams, who's a hammer, getting you 5 yards a pop, and you don't give him the ball on the 1 yard line. That should have been 7 points right there. You throw the ball on the 1 yard line, you get the interception, you get exactly what you deserve. So you can't have that.
Ball right behind Steele. That should have been a TD. Well, we know, as I said earlier, he's playing like his last name. He's stealing money right now. So
yeah, Terrence Steele, like I said, was god awful. He got beat a whole bunch of times in this game. Tyler Guyton got beat, so both of tackles look to be at best. So Dak's gonna be looking like running for his life. You know, when Dak has that open, his mouth open look, you know, something's gone terribly wrong. And he had that a whole bunch of times today. So that's where we at with it. 31-14. Another disastrous week 3 loss. 3 losses in a row on week 3 for the Dallas Cowboys. And that's where we at, Walt.
Yeah, man. Why don't you give us the numbers, man? I know you want to do it. Let's go to the numbers, man. My God.
Yeah, man. If you're a Bears fan out there, you're gonna love these numbers, man.
You're gonna love these numbers today.
If you're any Bears fans out there watching this, man, get on the chat, say what's up. Let's get to
Carolina T. I seen you early, Carolina. I seen you early, Carolina. I seen you.
Yeah, Seth Rollins, man. Seth Rollins said he may have lost that premium live event match last night, but boy, his Bears got a win, so he halfway happy. All right, let's get down to it. All right, for the Dallas Cowboys, my goodness, the Dallas Cowboys had 23 first downs. 23 first downs, only 14 points. You're gonna find out why. Meanwhile, the Bears had 19 first downs. The Cowboys were 3 of 11 from third down. Well, 3 of 11. That's not going to do it. This is even worse stat. The Bears were 8 of 14 8 of 14. That's darn near 75%. They were 8 of 14 for on third down. The Cowboys were 2 of 3 on fourth down. The Bears made 1 fourth down. They were 1-1 that touchdown. They had to go 31 to 14. Total plays, the Cowboys ran 67 plays to the Bears 57. Total yardage, the Cowboys were 396 to the Bears 385, misleading. Both teams had 10 drives apiece, but the Bears was 7 yards, basically 7 yards of play. The Cowboys was 6 yards of play. Passing yards, the Bears were 298 to the Cowboys 275. But Walt, look at this. The Bears, on every pass attempt they made, 19 of them, Caleb threw for 19 pass attempts. He threw for nearly a first down. He threw for a first down on every play. On y'all
play.
On every freaking pass he threw. He was 10.6 a pass. I'm gonna repeat that. Caleb Williams was through for 10.6 average a pass completion. That's a first down. That's inexcusable. Meanwhile, the Cowboys were 5.9 a pass per pass. Interceptions, we know about this. Cowboys had 3 of them. 2 of them by Dak, 1 of them by Joe Milton. 3 interceptions. The Bears played clean football. They had no turnovers. Sacks. The Cowboys gave up 2 sacks for 17 yards. The Bears didn't give up any sacks in this game. We're gonna talk about that. This Cowboy pass rush. No Micah, but we didn't need him. But hey, Kenny Clark stopped the run until he got hurt. There's the Bears again. Up there dancing in the locker room. But anyway, rushing. Cowboys did win this.
What did it?
Cowboys did win this one. They had 121 rushing yards to the Bears 87. Meanwhile, but that was for now. But the Cowboys should have had 122, but they didn't get the ball to Javonte Williams on the 1 yard line. Beats me. Yards per rush. Cowboys was 6.1 yards per rush to the Bears 3 yards per rush. I mean, you're running like that, you would get a ball to the guy on the 1 yard line instead of throwing it off the one. Red zone, Cowboys were god awful. We talked about this. I talked about this earlier. Walt. The Cowboys were 1 of 4 on the red zone. 1 of 4. That's not going to get it done. That's a Mike McCarthy-ish right there. Meanwhile, the Bears were 2 of 3 in the red zone. That'll get you beat in time. Penalties, Cowboys had 4 for 25. Meanwhile, the Bears were 6 for 41. Total turnovers, we said that, the Cowboys had 4 total turnovers. They also had a fumble on the first possession in their game this afternoon. And like I said, the Bears played clean football, no turnovers in this game. Time of possession, 32:58 for the Cowboys to 27:02 for the Bears. Walt, let's get to the box score, if you will. For the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, he was 31 of 40. That 40th time was his last time because he didn't see the field anymore. After this. But he still had his helmet on, though. So he was 31.
Did Dak get benched?
Yeah, I did. Did he get benched? Was that supposed to be a running play? He called his own number and then threw an interception. But anyway, the world will never know. He was 31 of 40. 251.
He averaged. No. We will know.
He's 6.3 yards a throw. He had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 2 times, we said, for 17 yards. His QBR rating was 80.3. Joe Milton, he got in the game. He was 3 of 5. He was throwing darts, so he threw his interception. He was 3 of 5 for 41 yards, 8.2 yards on average. He had 1 interception. His QBR rating was 46.7. Javonte Williams, again, why he didn't get the ball on the 1 yard line? He only had 10 carries for 76 yards. A guy had 10 carries for 76 yards. Walt, that's 7.6 yards a carry. Yet he can't get the ball on the 1 yard line to run it in. No touchdowns in this game. Should have had 1. Beats me. Miles Sanders, he even had a good running game. 9 carries for 41 yards. 4.6 yards a carry. So why only 20 attempts in the rush? You go ask Coach Shotty. 3-gauge Shotty on that one. I don't know. Devontae Turpin also had a run for 4 yards. And also a guy who also had a run for 4 yards, for a couple yards. CeeDee Lamb, but he got hurt on his. So I'm pretty sure somebody gonna ask Coach about that one. I don't think he want to answer that one. But anyway, let's get to the receiving. Something CeeDee Lamb should have been doing. He didn't have a catch, but he did have a rush attempt. He got injured on. Just saying. Jake Ferguson, his most catches in the game this career. He had 13 of them on 14 targets for 82 yards. 82 yards, no touchdown. He was dog tired at the end of this game. I said, man, what is his condition? Yeah, here we go. Cowboys believe wide receiver CeeDee Lamb suffered a high ankle sprain. That's bad because that's about 6 weeks. That's about on the good news. That's about 5 to 6 weeks on a high ankle sprain. I'm just telling you.
So we're looking at the bye week. We're looking at the bye week.
You're looking at the bye week after the bye. You're looking after the bye week. So yeah, that's bad. That's bad right there. Let's get back to bad. George Pickens, who had that ball dropped off his hand, he had 5 receptions. Problem is, he caught 5 balls. He had 9 targets. But he did have a touchdown. He did have 68 yards, but he did have that bad interception on his ledger that had him have a 60 fit over there on the sideline. Kevontae Turpin, he took a big shot when he got hurt in this game. Got injured again. He had 2 catches with 64 yards off 3 targets. Jalen Tolbert, 3 receptions for 24 yards off 6 targets. Ryan Flournoy, 2 catches for 21 yards off 3 targets. Devontae Williams, 5 catches for 16 yards off 5 targets. Miles Sanders, 3 catches for 12 yards off 3 targets. And Luke Schoonmaker, he got in the game. He had a catch in this game. I don't think Dak threw it to him. I think it was Joe Milton. He probably see each other on the practice field a lot. They don't really play. 1 catch for 5 yards for him.
So their chemistry is on point.
Yeah, chemistry is on point. Yes, it is. All right, let's get to the defense. Donovan Wilson, 7 total tackles, 4 solo. He had a pass deflection. Jack Sanborn, 7 total tackles, 3 solo. Kenneth Murray Jr., 6 total tackles, 4 solo. Reddish Stewart, he had 6 total tackles, 4 solo. Also had 2 tackles for loss. Tyrese Bridges, 4 total tackles, 3 solo. Malik Hooker, he was bad today. He had 3 total tackles, 3 solo.
Hooker.
Jaheim.
Hooker.
Yeah, Hooker. I ain't gonna see. Jalen Thomas, Jaheim Thomas, he was bad today. 3 total tackles, 3 solo. Marshawn Nealon, 3 total tackles, 2 solo. 2 tackles for loss. Osi, I didn't hear about him. He had 3 total tackles, 1 solo. He didn't really do nothing. Trayvon Diggs, he got injured today before then.
Quiet.
Yeah. Trayvon Diggs, he didn't do nothing. He got injured today. He didn't see him with his 2 total tackles and 2 solo. He also got beat a couple times. Sam Williams, he committed about 2 penalties, but he had 2 total tackles and 2 solo. He also had a pass deflection. James Houston, 2 total tackles, 1 solo. Damone Clark, he was god awful today. 2 total tackles, 1 solo. Donovan Uzuka, the rookie from Boston College, he was bad today. 2 total tackles, 1 solo. Let's see. Who else we got right here? Solomon Thomas, 1 total tackle. Kenny Clark, he was supposed to stop the run. You can't stop the run when you only got 1 total tackle. He got hurt. And Dante Flower Jr., I see the Redskins laugh and say, you wanted him back? Well, yeah, you got him back. He only had 1 pass deflection. He's a defensive end. He did not record this is a guy who plays on the line of scrimmage. He didn't have a tackle or a tackle for loss or even a half a tackle or a solo tackle. He just had a pass deflection. Right there. Let's get to the Dallas Cowboys special teamers. Devontae Turpin, he had two returns for 49 yards. Miles Sanders also had 2 returns for 44 yards. Kevontae Turpin also had 2 punt returns for 28 yards. Brandon Aubrey, just
sell my ass.
Just come on, man, don't do that. Brandon Aubrey, just 2 extra points today. Excuse me. I'm sorry. No, he didn't. Brandon Aubrey, 2 field goals today, and 2 field goals today, and 1 extra point. He had a long of 53 today. He was 2 of 2.
And shout out to everybody tuned in on Twitter right now.
Yeah, and Brandon Anger, the punter, 2 punts, total for 102 yards, and an average of 51 yards on those punts. Let's get to the Chicago Bears. Well, you the Bears fans out there, man. You ain't seen these kind of stats since the Bears won the Super Bowl in '85. All right, let's get to it. Caleb Williams, 19 of.
My God, these numbers right here are what about to discuss.
I was 7 years old when that happened. For the Bears was good. let you know. Caleb Williams, 19 of 28 for 298. His average, like we said before, his average was 10.6 a throw, 4 touchdowns in this game, looking like USC. Caleb Williams, his QBR walk. Look at this. His QBR rating was a $142.6. 142.6 was his QBR rating today. Wow. I mean, my goodness, Caleb Williams, man. Give him the game ball player. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Caleb Williams, my bFb player of the game. I didn't do it last week because we don't take care of your business. But we'll start it this week. My bFb player of the game goes to Caleb Williams. Congratulations, Caleb. DeAndre Swift, 13 carries for 30.
In Texas.
Yeah, it is. DeAndre Swift. My goodness, so it got dark over here too. DeAndre Swift, 13 carries for 33 yards. Kyle Mornaga, 6 carries for 16 yards.
That's the
Olami Zakuz. I mean, who are these guys? You got beat by these guys? Oh, no, these guys' name. 1 carry for 12 yards. Caleb Williams also had 5 carries for 12 yards. Luther Burton, the third. 1 carry, the former Missouri Tiger last year. 1 carry for 7 yards. DJ Moore, 3 carries for 7 yards. Luther Burton also had his best game as a rookie. You know, it was his third game. 3 catches for a $101, including 1 tutty in this game off 3 targets. Rome Aduza, the former Washington Husky, 3 catches for 62 yards and a tutty. DeAndre Swift, 3 catches for 45 yards. Colston Loveland, 1 catch for 31 yards in this game. Omamin Sachusa, 3 catches for 24 yards. DJ Moore, 4 catches for 21 yards and a touchdown. Cole Met, he had 1 catch and that was for a touchdown. Kyle Morgana, he also had 1 catch for 4 yards in this game. And I want to see this guy. He's my defensive player of the game. Where is he at? Tremaine Edmonds. Look at these stats, Walt. I'm just going to read his. 15 total tackles, 6 solo, 2 pass defense, and also 2 interceptions in the game. Tremaine Edmonds putting up, I mean, my good all-pro numbers in that one. Well, that's your stats and facts of this 31-14 defeat to the Chicago Bears. Next up for the Cowboys, on Sunday night where the lights are bright on NBC. Guess who comes to town? His name is Micah Parsons. Packers Cowboys next week. Walt, back to you.
Oh man. Oh man, it's about to be a dark and stormy night here in Dallas, Texas.
No line there. I'm looking at the clouds right now.
It's already. They said it's hailing in the Sanger. Look like it's snowing outside.
Looking like I'm about to watch this football game. Looking about to watch this football game on my phone. Like since I got Direct TV.
Your Direct TV about to go out.
I have to watch the game. I'm about to watch my game on the phone.
Let's not wait any longer.
Yeah, this it's a bad sign right here. The big Cowboys get stripped right here on the biggest game of the first possession. Cowboys get stripped. Javonte Williams gets stripped of the football. That's what we should have known. It's going to be a bad omen right there. I mean, he just took the ball straight out of his hand. and able to get it 2 feet in bounds. Bears football. And yeah, this right here, watch this play. Caleb Williams, play action, wide open.
We got some comments here. George Pickens declined to comment after the loss to Bears. Trevon Diggs said the issue in the secondary were not communication today, but execution. Tyler Smith is focused on the details in practice and plans to keep taking a step forward as a leader this week to the young guys.
Boy, that's a lot of stuff after week 3. I'll let you know how it's going. That's a lot of stuff after week 3. Got guys declining comment.
Oh, here's one you're gonna love. CeeDee Lamb thinks he can play next week. Jerry Jones had a similar sentiment.
Oh, he did? Oh, we'll see, man. We'll see. Listen, when you get high ankle sprains, usually you out for about a month. Listen, maybe CeeDee Lamb's ankles. Maybe he knows something we don't know. He knows his own body. They gonna need him. But what percentage? Look at a flea flicker right here, guy wide open. Look at her doing the fur. Man, come on, man. That's how bad it was. Them jokers running trick plays. I ain't seen a flea flicker since 1993. I ain't seen nobody running. That's Dak Prescott. That's Carl Pickens. He got a catch right there. We thought it was going to be a Carl Pickens day. He caught a touchdown. But unfortunately, we keep showing the highlights. It's going to be bad. I don't understand why the Cowboys stopped running the football. Maybe because the defense was so bad, but they was running it 6 yards apart. There goes Sham's cousin. He didn't do much today. I think
the best player on the team. Wish you could have seen more of him today.
Yeah, they kind of let you know how the season's going to go. The best player on the team is the kicker. Can I tell you how the season's going to go? Season go. God dog it. God dog it. Oh, man. There's Dak right here. This is when the Cowboys got it going right here. That's Carl Pickens. That was a good Carl Pickens right there. That was a good Carl.
You need to leave people and say that he was the name. This is where the Cowboys got to go right here because they never got it going at all.
I'm talking about when on this possession, they got a touchdown right here. They got a touchdown.
Oh, okay.
We thought they had it going right here. Who's gonna be 0-3, Chiefs or the Giants? Give me the Giants. I think the Chiefs figured it out. Yeah, we know you hate the Chiefs. Let's give me the Giants. I don't think Russell Wilson can repeat what he did. That's the Cowboys. That's all-time bad defense. Russell Wilson. Oh, there you go. That's the good Carl Pickens.
It's George Pickens, man.
Who did I know used to be Carl Pickens?
I don't know.
No. Somebody used to play football used to be called Carl Pickens. He used to be a receiver. Get on the chat, man.
What the fuck was this, Bruce?
Chat, man. Who's Carl Pickens that used to play receiver?
Come on, man. Look at these big plays. Look at these plays. Come on, man.
Look at that. Just running. Just running through the defense like Carl Pickens.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that, man. Look at that, man. Carl Pickens. Carl Pickens didn't run so good. Here's a field goal right here. They did stop him, held him to a field goal. Unfortunately, that field goal will be all the Bears needed because the Cowboys never scored anything else after the year. Man, look at that, Walt. That guy running through the Cowboys defense like Carl Pickens.
Look, I mean, Caleb Williams got all the time in the world. He's getting the ball out.
Listen, man.
What was his QBR rating? What was his QBR rating today?
Listen, I ain't never seen a QBR rating until I saw this one, man. The last time I saw a QBR rating was Carl Pickens. I keep this up all day. I keep this up all like.
I love your thoughts. Other stuff on Twitter, but you know.
Look at that, man. Look at that wide open.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Look at that, man.
Come on, man.
Look at that, man. Look at that white guy celebrate. It was a white guy celebrating like that. Last time I seen his name was Carl Pickens, man.
Wide open, man. Look, oh my God.
Oh, man.
God.
Man, he sacked him like Carl Pickens. Man, look at that hole open up, Walt. What did it open up like?
Like the Cowboys suck.
Woo, boy, there's a dot right there. First down. Look at her. Just running through third down. And oh, he stopped the highlights. The highlights ended. The highlights ended.
Yeah.
Man, they ended like Carl Pickens, didn't they? Yeah, but unfortunately for Carl Pickens and the Cowboys, they lose 31-14 on this day. Today. Once again, week 3 bites the Cowboys in the Carl Pickens. 0-3, the last 3 week 3s. Cowboys now move to week 4, where they try to get back on track. CeeDee Lamb thinks he can play. What percentage would he be? The Carl Pickens I know. But we're here for it. Walt, back to you.
Man, listen, so as you try to break down what happened here, where did things go wrong?
Things went wrong when the Cowboys went on defense. Listen, this is a historically bad pass defense. They can't cover man. They can't cover zone. Now you got Trayvon Diggs saying before Trayvon Diggs need to start doing some time, he need to look in the mirror because he's part of the problem. If they listen, this team cannot get to the quarterback, Michael Parsons. And they got gashed a little bit on the running game today. If they can't get to the quarterback, they can't get pressure. The back end of this defense is too bad. It's got to be the worst secondary in the NFL right now. And so if they can't get pressure, it's barbecue chicken back there. It's Shaq would say barbecue chicken. And that's just the way it is, Walt. They're what now? I'm looking at that now. Hold on for a minute. I'm looking right here. They came in 17th in sacks. Now they're 24th in sacks because they didn't get a sack. They're now 24th in sacks. And this team can't get home. They don't have the cornerbacks or the secondary, especially with Deron. They missed Deron Bland, but this was happening all over the field. I mean, my God, Deron Bland just one guy.
We have Shoddy at the podium.
Oh man, is he gonna say how bad the defense was this week?
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, good.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. Coach, your thoughts on the offense after you lost CeeDee? How difficult was it to get something going?
Well, I thought, the bigger thing for us was, we were running the ball really well early in the game, and, the score kind of got away from us a little bit. We come out at halftime, we're only down 10, and we get start of a drive, and I think that was the bigger issue. Certainly you lose a player like CeeDee, it affects you, but again, we just didn't play well. We really didn't, and told the guys that. And this could be a humbling business. If you don't take care of business, you don't play well, then you're not going to win. And what I pointed out to the guys very clearly was, we got to stop giving up big plays on defense, and we got to stop turning the ball over on offense. I mean, it's a bad formula, but we have played 3 out of 17, did not play well tonight. Certainly didn't play well enough to win. Give them credit. They did a good job, and they were better than us tonight.
We've been talking about it the last couple of weeks. Is it communication today, or what do you think it was?
Same thing. Diggs slips down on the one. He just stumbles. The flea flicker were right there, and it's like, whatever. But we did have a guy jumped up one time on a low route, let the guy get in behind him on something. That can't happen. So, again, just can't happen. There's just too many big plays, and we know that. We addressed it. I don't shy. I told the guys this. I said, hey, here's the deal. I don't just talk to you guys after a game and just throw a bunch of coach speak at you. I'm going to be honest with them, and I was. I told them, like I just said. I said, hey, we got to stop giving up big plays, explosives, and we got to protect the football.
Clarence Hill, DLLS Cowboys. First off, can you give us an update on Diggs and Clark's injuries?
Yeah. Diggs, I think, is okay. Had to come in and get some x-rays, but I think he's okay. Came back in the game. Clark's got a little bit of an ankle. And again, I think he's going to be okay. A little bit more tests to be done, but again, he's tough. Yeah, we got beat up a little bit today. That's all part of it. But hopefully we'll get these guys back healthy and be ready to roll.
CD.
Yeah, he's got an ankle sprain. More imaging to come. We'll see. Yeah, no, just got to have more tests done. But again, he wanted to try to come back in and play, and thought he could, but it just kind of, those are the type of injuries that kind of get sore.
Defensively,
So you can hear all of Brian Schottenheimer on DallasCowboys.com.
Okay, would you like to go first? Of course you do.
Well, well, listen, I commend him finally saying the defense sucked after last week. I guess it's a difference between a dub and a win and the L.
I want to ask, when is Matt Eberflus getting fired is what I wanted to ask him.
Yeah, well, probably not. He's probably gonna be there. Listen, but the Cowboys' problem is they give up. Listen, they giving up more explosive plays, I think, than anybody. It looks like anybody in the league giving up plays over 30 yards. That's their Achilles heel. They give up big plays, and they have to be more disciplined. They have to be tied in together, especially on the back end. And also, what he didn't address, they got to find a way to get sacks. They got to find a way to create pressure. They don't get pressure, Michael Parsons, on the quarterback. And when you don't get pressure on the quarterback, and you got guys just running around free out there, it makes a difference. So they have to find a way to get pressure. That getting pressure, getting sacks, kind of negates that your secondary isn't that good. So they have to try to get home next week against Jordan Love. But I do like that he had an honest talk with his football team. Can't turn the ball over. 4 turnovers, 4 inexplicable turnovers. You have a big game on the first possession. You get the ball just taken away from you on a fluke turnover by the Chicago Bears, which negates a scoring drive. That it wasn't like the Bears were stopping. You were stopping yourselves. You got another turnover where the ball bounces off of George Pickens' hands into the reigning arms of Tremont, the Bears linebacker. Then you got another inexplicable turnover where you should have ran the football on that goal to go. You didn't. You tried to throw it off on your one. You end up getting an interception. That sealed it right there. And then you had another turnover, which basically didn't mean nothing from Joe Milton. But you had 3 when the game was still in doubt. You had 3 bad turnovers that took away points. Those turnovers just don't stop drives. They took away points because I think if they don't turn the ball over, they at least get field goals or maybe a touchdown, and maybe the game's a little bit different. But like Coach said, you get turnovers. That's a quick way to losing football games. Giving up.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I was shocked somebody didn't ask you about what you said earlier about not running the football so much.
Worse than losing football games. And when your defense is this bad ball, and the Cowboys didn't do that today. So what now?
I said I was shocked that somebody didn't ask him the question that you mentioned earlier about him not running the football today. What happened there?
Yeah, I'm shocked nobody because it was. Yeah, because. And he said we ran the football early where you actually stopped running the football. You said, well, the game kind of dictated. Yeah, that's true. But on that particular play, it was goal to go. You got a 240-pound back who's got an 8 yards a carry on that game in today's game. He can get you 1 yard. You threw basically twice. And then the second time leading to a turnover. And that basically, I'm not saying they would have came back and won, but I'm pretty sure Javonte Williams can get you 1 yard, knowing that he was averaging over 7 yards a carry off his 10 carries. I'm surprised nobody asked him that question either, but
All right, so we have CeeDee Lamb ready to go.
I ain't buying this. I'll see it when I believe it. He's playing next week.
Well, I mean, obviously they know something we don't, Kendrick. So here we go. Here's CeeDee Lamb with his post game interview.
Much better than the first quarter, I could tell you that.
It looked like you were kind of trying to talk your way back out there on the field at a couple of different points. What were they telling you, and why were they ultimately saying, I guess, no?
Yeah, this was like one of those protect me away from myself type of deals. So once I started feeling, much better, and then I started to get the strength back in my ankle as far as mobility and able to cut and like real dynamic movements, I was ready to go back out there, but then they told me no.
How's the ankle now? Is it swelled up much?
It's all right. It's all right.
Do you feel like it's something you can play through?
For sure. Absolutely.
Jerry said he felt like you guys had gotten some pretty good news on the back end when you got back here to the locker room and talking to the team doctors. What have they told you about what actually happened and how you do?
I mean, that I'm able to continue to play. I feel like anytime you're able to sustain like one of those crazy injuries as far as someone else falling on you or, things of that nature, I feel like it's a scary situation. And for me to come out on top, essentially, to say the least, I feel like that's good news.
Have you seen video of the play yet?
Nah, I haven't. What does it look like? I mean, you ain't got to show me right now, but.
Did you think it was going to be worse than it is?
Nah, I broke my ankle a lot playing basketball, and I think that's what it essentially felt like. But obviously, with more body weight, guy was kind of heavy.
Broke? What do you mean sprain?
Sprain.
So there's the reaction.
Well, Kendrick, he answered your question. You want to know how he's going to do it? He's going to do it. Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
I call bull. Okay, I call bull crap. First off, this is Jerry got to stop. Okay, so Jerry being, I guess now he's a doctor now. He's general manager, president.
Lamb apparently is doctor. He says he's going to play.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But when he said he had to shift, he looked at his eye to it didn't look that bad. It didn't feel that bad. You did. He said it looked that. He kind of felt a little bad. If you could listen, if he was good to go, the guy went back out there, tried to go on one play, took a cut, looked back at the sideline and shook his head and said, "No go."
He said it. He basically said he could and would play if he could, but he said they were saving him from himself.
He took himself out. He said, "No, I'm just going by what he said." Only when he went that one play.
I'm guessing he went back there.
Okay. Listen, honestly, okay. This is what's bad about that. Shots don't do nothing but just cut mass injuries that you have. Now here's Jerry sitting up with his old self. I know why Jerry do. He don't. He give a damn about the players. He just trying to prove a point. But the head coach said they're gonna have to have imaging. They're gonna have to do test and imaging back there. So if a guy's got imaging, he's not coming back out there and playing. They got to do an MRI and see what the damage done. That's not, you just can't sit. You don't know if that guy got ligament damages. Now I understand a player, but you got to save a player for himself because you're not trying to do permanent damage to this kid. I understand the competitors out there, but no, man, you went out there for a play, tried to do a jump cut, immediately hopped off your ankle, looked to the sideline, and shook your head and said no. So the coach is gonna say no. It's a no go. Don't get up there and talk about, well, I tried to get back in. No, man, you did try to get back in and you couldn't move. Let that ankle heal, because having you gone for a whole year is different from having you gone for 3 weeks. And I'm praying, because from a guy, listen, trust me, from a guy who's broken his ankle twice, broken my right ankle twice, and had 5 ankle sprains. When you have a bad ankle sprain and try to play on it, you'll sprain that ankle again. That's what happened to me.
Really hate to cut you off, but it's
my God. Speaking of Dr. Jones, PD.
Yeah,
Dr. Jones.
Here he
Dr.
is.
Jones. Good Lord.
on SportsCenter. Let's hear what Jerry Jones has to say after a demoralizing defeat in Chicago.
Really want to give the Bears a real attaboy. They really thought we came out and were ready to play. I thought we had a lot, and they were able to take several plays and just keep hitting us right on the nose with them, and that ended up being a big difference in the game. But give the Bears a lot of credit. Huge win for them, as it should be here at home, and plus with what they're trying to do with their franchise, the Bears are the Bears.
How concerned are you with the big plays again on defense?
Well, those big plays on either side will eventually take the heart out of you when you get a bunch of them. And I will tell you, I thought a lot of our team really hung in there, getting hit on the end of the nose with some pretty big haymakers there. Those, what we call dominant plays over 20 yards. And those will take it out of you fine. Not only will they take it out of you field position and scores, but it'll take it out of you too. I thought our guys hung in good and we came out ready to play. I thought we ran the ball about as well as I've seen us run the ball. But it wasn't enough when you have the guys open that we got, and some of the things we did to that fumble hurt us on that first drive. But in general, they came back out the second half though and took it to us physically. So give them their due.
And what's your level of concern with CeeDee Lamb?
I talked to him. He felt good about it, really did. And I just talked to him just a second ago, and he thought he could go, so that's a good sign. And then the doctors told him that they thought it was not as serious as it could be. So
It looked like he was trying to kind of politic his way back on the field. He was trying to talk his way back on the field. Was it just out of prudence to not put him out there? Why not?
There's no doubt in my mind that he would have gone out there hobbling around if you let him. But let's just keep our fingers crossed. You see the difference. He can make in a ball game, but not being out there for us today.
Yeah, how much did it hurt you guys? How much did it hurt you guys to lose?
Well, I want to give the Bears a lot of credit here. They were able to really effectively make big plays against our defense. Had good, really, those 2 turnovers, all of that. I thought we'd come back out the second half, and I thought we'd run the ball on them. Instead, they did a good job of making that 18-play drive or 19 plays, and after having the big play first half, came back out and just ground it out for a touchdown. It's disheartening.
Jerry, after the Micah trade, you talked about the assets you acquired with the draft picks, how you could use those this year. What you've seen in these first 3 games, are you feeling like you might need to use that capital?
Well, of course, to use that capital, you've got to have the opportunity to use it. And frankly, no matter what I had seen in these first 3 ball games, if I had the opportunity to really do some good with those picks, I would do it. And we've got them, and that's one of the advantages for, if you will, making the trade.
But do you feel more urgency maybe now after what you've seen?
Well, not necessarily. That implies that being more urgent, I can create an opportunity to use them. That usually doesn't work that way at all. You've got to have something that comes your way that's really special. And if you've got the currency to do it, which in this case it would be draft picks, we'll do it.
Jerry, are you concerned with the state of your pass rush right now? Seems like they're kind of struggling to get home.
Well, I think when it compromised us with our 4-man front up there today. And of course, we want to try and get there in this defense with that 4-man rush. We weren't getting there, plus we weren't covering. And that's a bad combination, and that's what happened to us out there today. So we did give them a little more pressure, dialed it up a little bit the second half. But they had a lot to say about it with how productive their offense was.
Do you feel like you need to see more blitzes or 5-6 man rushes?
Well, of course, if we can't cover them, there's not the one thing to do, and that's try to rush them out. But we've got to get better. We've got to get better. We've got to get more on the page. I'm confident we will, but we've got to get more on the page. And this is inordinate to have that many big plays.
Jerry, as it's currently laid out,
All right, to the AFC West, the Bears, and let's get to the highlight.
Oh man. Well,
boy, it's kind of funny how things come full circle. Full circle. The man who got rid of his best pass rusher now begged for pass rush. He said, we need to get home. I said, well, he had one of the top 3 pass rushers on the team. He's not third of us. So, hey, so it's pretty hard. Hey, it's pretty hard to ask for something you ain't got. Listen, man. I mean, my it's Jerry. I mean, the amount of confusion out there in that interview was beyond me. Now, I mean, me personally. I mean, the man was sitting up talking about how we hung in there, but then on the other hand, he said they took it to us. No, Jerry, you didn't hang in there.
Boy.
No, Jerry, you didn't hang in there. They beat you. They beat you quick in the first half, and then they went on a 19-play drive.
They beat us the way we were supposed to beat them.
And they beat you down in the second half of that 19. You didn't hang in there. The reason why the Bears didn't score more than 38 points is because they didn't have to. They called off the dogs. If they really wanted, they probably could put 40 on you. So you didn't hang in there. He was correct. They're gonna have to do a little bit more blitzing because they can't get home with 4. They can't get home with 4. They're gonna have to do a little more blitzing. But unfortunately, that Walt, we did a little more blitzing. That means there's a lot more opportunities out there. And unfortunately, the Cowboys, they can't cover when they got 6 or 7 guys back there. Imagine having to cover with 4 or 5 if you're sending guys. But that's the risk they're gonna have to take next week. They're gonna have to take some chances to try to create some turnovers or create some sacks for some losses. Because if you stand up, if you're just standing back there and let any quarterback, whether it's Jordan Love next week, Caleb Williams this week, or Russell Wilson last week, if you're standing back there, these guys, this secondary is proven on the back end. They can't cover a code. And it's going to be church back there. So good luck with that. But that CD, just talking to CD and him telling you, yeah, I'm good to go. Listen, the guy, I'm gonna say it again. The guy tried to go. He went out there, tried to make a jump cut, immediately hopped off that ankle and shook his head, said no. He told his own team, his own sideline, no, it's not happening. Now, whether it's that doctors over there, I believe when I hear the coach saying we need imagery. Well, the coach is saying something different from the doctors, because the coach saying I got to see some imagery. We got to do some tests on that, which I'm thankful that they're doing. Like I said, that ankle, that looked like a high ankle sprain, and if it's a high ankle sprain, he gonna need a wing and a prayer to get out there next week, because trust me, when he get home, and even when he's on the plane and he's got that ankle up, and when he gets home and sleeps in his bed in the morning and try to get on that ankle, trust me, for somebody that had high ankle sprains and broken ankles, what he feeling now ain't nothing what he gonna be feeling in the morning.
It's always the worst day when it comes to ankle sprain.
Ain't gonna be nothing how he be feeling in the morning. Trust me, I know from personal.
We've got Dak at the podium doing some talking. Let's go to our quarterback and see what he had to say about his performance today.
Come on, man. It was like a
touchdown to George Pickens, but a couple of interceptions in some wild scenarios. Here's what he had to say at the podium following the loss at Soldier Field.
It's wrong. How do you explain the performance like this?
It's hard to right now, honestly. I've got to go look at it from the offensive standpoint. I know scoring 14 points is never going to be okay. Dang sure not with this offense, this unit, the team, the players that we have. And 6 of those were field goals. So not acceptable, not to our standard, not anywhere in what we believe in and what we're capable of doing. And got away quick, and had a chance right there to cut it back to 10, and had a turnover in the red zone. That's unacceptable.
How much did losing Lamb hurt you guys and affect the way they cover Pickens?
I mean, obviously, you lose a player like CD, it hurts, and it's hard to substitute that. When you've got the players that we've got, we're wondering anyways how teams are going to play us. So then when you lose a guy like that, maybe it made their game plan a lot easier from their standpoint to, double George, Cloud George, what they did early. He was still able to make some plays. But yeah, I mean, you can't. It's tough. It's tough to win a game. You lose a player like CD for sure.
You can catch all of Dak's.
Okay, Dak, quick and to the point. I guess it's not too much for him to say that after a performance like that.
Dak look like a man. He got a lot on his mind. Man. Dak look like a man that, and you think about it, he's correct. They scored 14 points, and just one of those was a touchdown in the 2-point conversion. 6 of those were field goals from a team that gave up 52 last week. Dak like a guy's got a lot on his mind. You listen. That just look at the state of the fact. The Cowboys don't have DeRon Bland. Michael Parsons gone. CD Lamb was gone in this game. Those are from last season. Those are three All-Pros that were gone in this game. So that's tough sledding right there for him. But yeah, listen. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for him. He's a guy that's the highest paid player in the league. He's got to find a way. But also on the other hand, his offensive line's got to be better. Both his tackles was god awful today. Terrence Steele, Tyler Guyton, both got their behinds whipped on both sides, the left and the right side. We saw it all. Terrence Steele, he looked soft as Sherman out there. Tyler Guyton looked like he couldn't get out his stance 2 or 3 times. Especially in the second half, it was pressure city. And but like I said, it's a lot, especially when you got a defense that bad. You got to go into the game thinking I just got to score 30 or plus just for us to have a chance. And if the Cowboys have that kind of offensive performance, well, there's no chance for them to win because the Packers gonna get 28 next week. They'll get 28. They just see if the Cowboys can get 31 or 35 next week. Also, you had Trayvon. You also had Trayvon. Excuse me, you had Trayvon Diggs that were hurt too. So that's another guy was out. So
yeah, I don't think Jerry's accounting for him no more. Jerry clearly is done with Trayvon Diggs. So he might be pulling the Bill Parcells and calling him the player at this point. But no, I don't know. I just feel like next week, for some weird reason, the Cowboys are gonna find some way to win. It's not gonna make sense. It's gonna be crazy and dumb. But they might win by a field goal next week or something. They might come out with.
Well,
it's not gonna make any sense.
Listen, it's a week-to-week league, but right now I wouldn't put any stakes on it. Stakes on that. But it's a week-to-week league. Anything can happen. We didn't. Both of us picked the Cowboys to beat the Bears, and the Cowboys got stomped here. Nobody saw the Packers losing to the Cleveland Browns today. The sorry Browns, but like I said, anything can happen.
All those blocked field goals today.
So anything can happen. I think did the Broncos beat the Chargers today?
No, the Chargers ended up winning.
Oh, Chargers okay. So anything can happen week to week, but man, it's tough, especially when you got injuries. We got to see how Kenny Clark, Trayvon Diggs, how their injuries go throughout the week. I'm not making no bets. Listen,
just don't even include him. Don't even include him.
I'm not making no bets that remember you got Overshawn, he's still out. Their best linebacker. He's still out. So they got a lot of injuries. I'm not making no bets that that like I said, Diggs gonna be beat out. Listen, that thing's gonna be humming tomorrow morning when he wakes up. I'm telling you, from a person who got experience with a high ankle sprain and a broken ankle back to back on the same ankle. But we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a tough week. Gonna be a lot of questions. Sunday night will be fun. Hopefully, if nothing happens, I will be in studio for that one. Be a big time game. Look forward to it.
I feel like you want to come to the studio for all the wrong reasons.
I
just feel like you want to come to the studio for all the wrong reasons.
Oh no, man. Oh no.
That's what I feel like. Just feel like you want to come to the studio for all the wrong reasons. I don't feel like this is gonna be good next week. It's definitely not gonna be good for me.
Also, quick update: Kansas City driving the Kansas City. I think about the punt. It's 0-0. Midway through the first quarter. Sunday Night Football. Rain still hasn't hit here yet, so that's a good thing. I don't have to get on my phone and watch the game. Well, maybe the third quarter.
I heard thunder in a few minutes ago.
Maybe the second quarter I have to get over phone. So there we go. Also, be on the lookout. Walter put it out. Walter put it out. Be on the lookout for my Walter put it out on the social media. This week's top 10. Well, it's gonna be very interesting, man. We still got the Ravens. We know who won't be in my top 10. The Cowboys. They won't be. Now, you know what? I'm gonna put out.
We won't be in the top 5. We know won't be in the top 5. The Packers.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put out a disclaimer. I don't think the Packers will be in my top 10. You can't lose to the Browns and do that, man. Browns are one of the worst teams in the league. You can't lose to the Browns to do that. You can't lose to the Browns to do that. So
that's a really good point.
But yeah, listen, quick spoiler. Look for the Buccaneers to move up. Look for the Chargers to move up. Bills, Eagles, Colts moving up, looking good, man. I mean, the Giants probably saying, "Damn, where was this dude at? How was this? Where was this at with the Giants? Maybe it was you. Maybe it was the Giants." But he seemed to find his niche in Indianapolis. Who else on their way down? Good comeback win by the Commanders. Raiders look like they on way down. Look like they're a bad football team. The Seahawks. Did I have the Seahawks in my top 10? Look for them to get in. Big win by the 49ers today with a backup quarter. Look for them maybe to make their way in the top 10. So hey, man, we got a lot of things. Also, we got that big game between the Ravens and the Lions tomorrow.
Well, next week will be a Sunday night game. Kendrick's going to be in studio.
What's this Thursday? Who's playing Thursday?
Don't know. Don't care.
Oh man, could be a good one. It's Amazon.
No, I need the Cowboys to get back in the win column.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Right there. Good luck with that right there. Let me see. NFL games. Let's see on the NFL slate for Thursday. Let's see. We're going to find out right here. No dummy. I already saw the Cowboys lose. Don't put them on there. NFL games. Because they suck. Yeah, they suck. They suck. Okay, let's see. It was on slate. Well, they keep putting me on the Cowboys for some reason. Huh?
Seahawks Cardinals.
Should be a good one. Undefeated. Seahawks. The Seahawks.
I don't know where the Vikings or Steelers playing at. It must be somewhere.
They're playing overseas. They're playing overseas. They'll kick that. Yeah, they'll kick off that European crap that kicks off at 8:30 or something. I ain't got time for that.
So there's that. And then the rest of the games come on at 12, and then of course, we take center stage next Sunday night.
Center stage, huh? Is that what you gonna call it?
Yep, take center stage.
Maybe you know what? Maybe they need to flex and play on 12 noon. I mean, they won on 12 noon last week.
No. We not getting flex out of this.
Play on 12 noon.
Jerry Jones already went off on Channel 4 for cutting that game off that one time we were getting our head beat in. He said, I don't care what the score is. You don't take the Cowboys game. And what did Chris Collinsworth tell you? He said NBC love the Cowboys so much that they can show them every Sunday they would.
Yeah, they sure would. For the Dubs and the Ales. It don't matter. It's all ratings.
All right, man. Well, we fulfilled all our obligations. We'll be back. You know what? I think we're gonna start doing something on Tuesday when Kendrick's power rankings list come out.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So we'll tune in. But until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business. If we don't see you around, then we'll see you around live next Sunday when the Cowboys take on the Packers.
You won't be on them top 10 power rankings, don't you? No, you won't be on.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the roof.